Hey everybody, welcome back. If I'm low energy today, it's because the fibro is fibroing, and I'm not feeling too great. But I was in the mood to build. No, I was in the mood to build, and I normally record when I build, so that's what I'm doing. Try and talk and do this at the same time, which is something I'm not particularly good at. But we will see. 2, 3, 4. Yes, I found this picture of this container home, and I thought it could be nice to try and build. It's got a sort of desert background, so I felt like this lot here, because all these homes are a bit mishmash anyway. And it's in the desert. I would have built it in Strangerville in that little trailer park area, but I don't have Strangerville. 1, 2, 3. Yes, so I have an idea of what I want to do, and it will be differing from the reference image. I'm purely using it as a reference image this time. Something I don't tend to be that good at. I only need short walls. And what are you? Your short walls. Sweet. And then wall it off like that. I want this archway with the lines. I don't know how I am going to do this. I'm going to be probably doing this backwards just because I don't know how we're going to do in terms of space, and I need to know that the scaling is correct. That is a functional kitchen. I just don't like that there isn't a sink. I want the Desert Luxe window on here, this one, in black. I need to choose a colour palette. I don't really know how this is going to function as a tiny home. It does have a lot of decking on it, which obviously would then eat into floor tiles and the such, which might become an issue with a tiny home. What flooring do we want? I can't really see the flooring. I could do that one, actually. That's quite nice. And a fence. It is painted white on the inside, but I really don't like white. There's this dark grey, but I feel like that makes it a bit too dark. I don't think I've ever used this, but that is actually really nice. I like the layers in it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this blue one. I imagine that they've gathered some sand and maybe dyed it, or I don't know, but it's got a really nice texture on it. Okay, I think these are the options we have available to us. I don't like the blue on that in here. I might honestly use this one. I kind of liked it on the side, but I could put it there and then I can get a sink. Let me just reshuffle this around. There we go. I think I know what I want to use. There's a shelf with like pictures on it. I mean, we could go grey because the kitchen's grey. Am I okay with that being the only window in here? I kind of want one here. But I could do something like that. That's not clipping into the stairs, is it? No. Let me get a rug. I think I know which one I want. I want this one. It just depends what colour I want it in. We could do the blue, or we could do like a more natural sandy colour to reflect outside, or black. I might do the blue because it brings us, otherwise I do like this one, but I feel then it's very dark and monochrome. I feel like it needs that blue to just lift it a bit. I do need to get this decking done. So, and then get this wall trim back on. Oh, room trim even. And the fence. And then I want like a stilted foundation. Yes, that one. Some columns. They just seem to be metal poles, but I don't really have that. It's not exactly right, but then it's sort of the same thickness as these and it sort of lines up, so it could be go all the way through. Get some more of these stairs. And get some more there. There is stairs wrapping around on the outside, but I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could as like an evacuation option. I really don't understand what's happening right now. I'm just gonna do that the minute. I hope it helps me get these stairs on. And then can I plug it back like that? Yes. Get rid of that one, and then I need the industrial rail, which is here. And we're still within our tile limit, so we're okay. I need to figure out this bathroom though, so we could do a 2x2 box here. This does come all the way to the end of the build, but so does the decking, and I don't feel like that looks right, so I'm just going to leave it in line with the deck. That still gives me this space for a door. I think I'm going to do the sliding door like this. I don't really want a doorway junction, so I think I'll end up doing this. I don't really like bathroom access going through bedrooms, but it just is what it is sometimes, especially with these smaller builds. I'll quite like the space in here. It's not so much which bed do we want, but it's more I'll do the pure black bed. I think that's the quickest I've ever chosen a bed, ever. These fit, that's an option. Okay, I think it's going to have to be these. I'm going to have to alt place them. It's tight, but it's just about okay. Do I want a rug? No, I think it's fine. Although I do want a welcome mat here. I'll just shuffle this a tiny bit, just so they're not touching. I do need windows in here. You can possibly put in the windows on the back. I could do something like that. It's interesting, and it only cuts over the bottom of the stairs a little bit. Okay, I need to stop doing this in the dark. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then I could put like a little plant or something in it so it doesn't look so weird from the inside that it's, you know, like stuck over the stairs. There we go, that's better. So back to bedroom stuff. You get some tissues, I don't know what else. Maybe a drink tray. And some books. Plants up on this windowsill. Yeah, maybe something like that. Get the base game slate, and then as for wall tile, you could do something like this bluey grey. It ties in some of the themes. It matches the floor. I like that. Okay, so as it's only a small bathroom, it does need a window as well. You could do that one. I just noticed I don't have a dresser or anything in the bedroom. We'll figure that out as well. But as for what I need in the bathroom, I need the shower, which is going to have to be the wet room one. And then I need a toilet and a sink. Could do this one, but then that makes me want to make the toilet like match. Yeah, I might do the eco bathroom. Just takes up less space. So I need a mirror. I like that one. And toothbrushes. Soap. Toilet roll. That was over there. I don't want a shelf. Something like that. Actually, I don't want that. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's the bathroom. I might do that one. Like, yes, it's a bit tight, but fine. If you had a place like this, you'd be using every last inch that you could get. I'm thinking just like an outdoor sofa. Maybe I do the lounges then. Yeah, I could get some lounges out here. I think that would be okay. We've got like a little table or something. Yeah, and then a drinks tray is fine. Yeah, just another one of those is fine. Maybe a light of some description. Maybe just make a note for a minute. I'm not convinced I've ever used this. Maybe more like that feels a bit safer. I don't think there is, but it's like a sideboard or anything we could put here. The roof overhangs, so I'm not opposed to like a little table. With a stereo on it. Might change them up with the black ones. They don't look as comfortable, but it just sits a bit better. You get these and it up here in black. I don't know, let's just pop these around. Maybe even just that's fine. I might put a small table here. I'm thinking with the fold-up chairs, I don't really want metal because that would get hot, especially in the desert. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it at that. I don't really feel like it needs too much else. Maybe a couple more plants. Or, instead of that, I get in the eco lifestyle wall planters. So that there is gameplay involved with them. Yeah. It's kind of feeling a barbecue, but I don't know where to put it. Maybe there, and then we can like do some terrain painting. Alright, let me do the roof, because I can do that with you. And then I can go away and figure out what the frick I'm doing. And then it's just like a sheet metal, that's fine. Yeah, something like that. And then comes out quite far, not that I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, no, that'll do. Yes, so let me go terrain paint, faff, maybe landscape a little bit, and then I'll come back with a sim and we will do a build tour. So I'll be back in a minute. Welcome back. So this is the sim that I got off of the gallery. I felt like she sort of fit the vibe of this place. I will show you her. Here she is. She's got the fishing trait, which I thought fit the area quite well because there's like a lot of rivers and stuff around. She's childish, a perfectionist, and cheerful. I'm going to butcher this, but her name is Alina Gorthia, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And also, not going to attempt to say this, but this is the username over here of the person that made her. So this is the build. We actually have some terrain painting now that it's not been deleted. So let's get in and actually tour it. So we come up this way and we've got a little outside dining area. We've got some outside planters. If we come around this way, there is a little ladder up the side, sort of more of like a fire escape. Or if you don't want like your friends traipsing through your house, if you're having like an outside party. In here we have a letterbox, which I will move, but a compact kitchen, and a living area. And then we come up the stairs, that's down, we come up the stairs, we have a bedroom. This space through here is quite tight, but it should be fine. I will double check it before I put it on the gallery. And then in here we have a small but functional bathroom, and then out this way we have a nice upstairs deck. You can see over in the corner where I've just like made her go stand out of the way. Unfortunately, I couldn't colour the underside of this roof. It just is what it is. But this is all I have for you for today. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. Hopefully I wasn't like too low energy and meh today. I tried my best. Yeah, as I said, the fibro be fibroing. But yeah, I upload videos every Friday, 8 PM English time, I take build suggestions. I love building things like this, container homes, darker colour palettes, that sort of stuff. But I also like taking a stab at fandom or build challenges. So, you know, throw build challenges my way, whatever you want. With that, yeah, I will probably just wrap it up here. I don't have the brain function to think of more things to say, quite honestly. But yeah, like, subscribe, share, all of that really does help. And if that's the only thing that you can do or want to do, then that is amazing. But honestly, a view is enough. Yeah, and with that, I will see you next time. Bye.